Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Let's Taste with the Intrepid Wino. My name is James Scaresbrook, and thank you for joining me. A little while ago, I was in one of my favourite local wine bars, Cultures of Wine, catching up with my friend Brad, who is also very fortunately a customer of mine, and designed my wonderful Intrepid Wino and the Vincast logos, and just thought I'd pick up a bottle of wine, wanted something local as far as Australian wine, and Brad recommended that I have a try of the Manon Love Lies Bleeding Pinot Noir 2015, which comes from the Adelaide Hills. I believe that there's involvement of the Milton family, of Milton Vineyards in New Zealand, and apparently it's a really funky Pinot Noir. I think Brad mentioned something about it sitting on skins from another wine, possibly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I would crack the bottle open and see what it represents. I haven't really had a big love affair with the Adelaide Hills for Pinot Noir, with probably one major exception being Ashton Hills, which I think I have actually opened on this Intrepid Wino YouTube channel. I don't think that there's necessarily quality. I think it's more of a stylistic thing that I typically don't love about Adelaide Hills. They just seem a little bit too intense and tannic for me. I like them really light, really super light, like I tend to see in the Mornington Peninsula. So I'm really interested to see what this has to offer. Probably some of the most exciting new wines coming out of the Adelaide Hills these days are coming specifically out of the Basket Range area, which I think is reasonably close to Adelaide itself. And you're getting some really sort of low intervention, wacky wines from some of the producers out of there. So I'm really, like, right off the bat, this Manon wine has quite a sort of a haze to it. It's murky. It's not really bright. It's not clean. You might be able to see it has a sort of a nice ruby sort of colour to it though, which is quite interesting. But yeah, it is sort of hazy. It's reasonably light though. Quite stalky and sort of stemmy. It's got like it's got sort of like a bitter sort of black currant character to it, which is quite interesting. A bit of spice, some dried flowers, but it's kind of interesting, sort of raw candied character, like almost no sugar, sort of no sugar jubes. Let's taste. Very light on the palate. Initially, it gives me the impression of being quite, bold and robust, exuberant in terms of its fruit. But look, it's actually really quite short on the palate. It finishes quite quickly and it finishes relatively clean. There's just like a little bit of tannin right on the front of the palate, but there's not much depth to this wine. It is, I think it's a very light, fresh style, nice and crunchy, but there's not really enough there for me. I want a little bit of carry through. I want it to really fill the mouth. So I think this is a really interesting expression of Pinot Noir. It's not a style I've really seen before from Australia or anywhere, to be honest. It's a different type of Pinot Noir. It's been made in a different way from what I can tell. So I'm interested to see it. Like I like to see different styles. I like to see people experimenting with different techniques in terms of how they're making the Pinot Noir. But I'm not really enjoying this one that much. I'm going to see how it opens up. Maybe I'll do a follow-up post on my blog intrepidwino.com But yeah, it's not really giving me much at the moment. But thank you very much, guys. If you have watched this video, please hit that like button underneath if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you've tried this wine and you disagree with what I've said, I'd love to hear from you. Come and visit me at intrepidwino.com. Follow me on social media at intrepidwino. Yeah, make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. But until next time, cheers.